Hey, good afternoon. Well, I guess mid-evening.
Good evening.
For this Tuesday, September 25th. How you guys doing out there? You good? You good?
What up?
How's your day going, sir?
Better than your day.
Listen.
You had quite the experience today from what you've been telling me.
It's one of those days where...
Made my day look real good.
Yeah. It's just a day where it's just testing my nerves.
What happened?
Oh, man. I mean, I woke up...
Dude.
Great. I woke up nice and early.
Right.
Got a 90-minute yoga session in, like a champion.
That's a great way to start.
Right. Sorry. Yeah. And after then, it just seemed to kind of all go downhill.
One thing led to another, and then...
Yeah, so,
okay.
I mean, I did the yoga. I had a little photo shoot for an interview I did for a magazine.
Ooh, photo daddy.
Nice. And then I was going to practice my DJ set for Hopscotch this week.
Right.
And I took out my external hard drive where I store a lot of my music, and it hit the floor.
Your drive hit the floor.
My hard drive hit the floor.
It's not good for hard drives. I don't know a lot about hard drives. I'm assuming when it hits the floor, it's a bad thing.
It's not the best thing.
No.
Anyways, my set, I was working on it, so I assumed no problem.
Okay.
Continue to
All good?
Yeah, continue to bomb my day.
All right.
Until the afternoon, I was like, I'm going to organize some music. Hard drive wouldn't boot up.
Oh, man.
It has a lot of things on there, and I can't access it. I did back it up. I made a backup a couple months ago, but still, there's a couple months missing of a lot of things that I got recently.
Couple of months?
Yeah, like 2-3 months, I'd say.
That's a lot of stuff,
I
man.
know. Anyways.
So what are you going to do? Is it going to be, can you fix it?
I have no idea. I'm in contact with some people.
You're working it out.
I'm hoping I can fix the problem.
Oh.
Anyways,
I feel bad.
Hopefully you guys are having a better day than me.
Than that.
Yeah, I mean, it could be worse. I'm still here. You're still here. You guys are still here. And we're going to get today's show rolling as usual.
Yep.
So again, if this is your first time tuning in to Talking Trends, my name is TK. This is Tony. And we find interesting news articles from across the globe and we bring them to the comforts of your home or wherever you may be listening to this show.
Oh, yeah.
And unlike a lot of podcasts, ladies and gentlemen, this is live. So, of course, everybody in the chat, yes, I'm talking to you. We would love to hear your comments, opinions, and thoughts on today's stories. And those stories today would be.
What are they?
Got an update on the father and son who killed another man over garbage. There's been an update.
That's not. Oh, for that. Oh, God. Come on.
Yeah.
That was a really heartbreaking story.
Yes.
Yeah.
Speaking of another heartbreaking story, you have an update with Fallen for Grace comedian Bill Cosby.
The pudding man himself.
Oh.
Going down.
Putting drugs in girls' drinks.
Yeah, something else going to get put in.
Yeah. In the second half of the show, his teacher got fired for essentially refusing to give a 50% grade to students who didn't pass their homework in.
Oh. Oh, my.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And another candidate for Mother of the Year. Apparently, all of her kids tested positive for cocaine.
You know. Yeah. Mother of the Year, people.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Yeah, another candidate.
Yeah.
And another, to add to the long
There's
list.
so many people on that list.
It's unbelievable.
By the end of the year, we're going to have to select one. It's hard to pick one.
There's been so
They all suck.
There may have to be a tie with a couple.
Like a 20-way tie.
Oi.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into. Oh, actually, before we get in today's show, we've been skipping the birthdays recently, but today there's a couple special birthdays.
There is, and we got enough to make up for all the days we didn't have any.
Yes. So first off, happy birthday to one Will Smith.
Yeah, boy. 50 years old. The Fresh Prince is 50.
Apparently, he's jumping out of a helicopter today.
He is. Was someone else supposed to jump out with him or something? Is that what his contest was?
He's supposed to be doing like some kind of, maybe.
He had a contest, something.
Yeah.
You're going to go celebrate a birthday with him?
Bungee jump out of a helicopter.
Would you do that?
Listen.
For Will Smith? For Big Willie style?
If Will Smith gave me a call, I'd be like, sure.
Yeah.
I got you. But are you just bored at that time? Like,
I mean, I'm sure he's done it before.
No,
or maybe not.
He said he hasn't.
Oh, well, this is not the time to do it, man.
I know.
Oh,
It's a milestone.
That's a white person thing.
Maybe 51. Yeah, exactly. What are you doing, Will?
Well, you ain't white.
Yeah, look in the mirror.
Don't do it. You know, Jada's like light skin, but come on, brother.
Yeah, let's take it too far.
We want to see 51, don't you?
Exactly. Also, happy birthday to Donald Glover, a.k.a. Childish Gambino.
Yeah, 35 years old.
Staying in the music category, happy birthday to Tip, a.k.a. T.I.
King of the South.
Yes.
38 years old.
Yes. Another special birthday, number 33, from the Chicago Bulls.
Scottie Pippen.
Hey.
53.
Shouts out to Heather Locklear.
Oh, yeah. 57.
And finally, wrapping up today's birthdays. Happy birthday to one, Barbara Walters.
Yeah. 89 years old. Barbara was 89 years old. Still looking fabulous.
Is she still doing interviews?
I think no, didn't she retire?
I don't know.
She did that show, The Talk or View, or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think she's gone out to pasture.
Okay. Fair enough.
But still, 89 years old. Her career as a female journalist is, if you look at what she's done, holy crap, man.
Legendary, ladies
She
and
came
gentlemen.
right up when it was a male-dominated industry and crushed it. 89.
Yeah. Quite the career.
Good job. Hats off.
We're going to kick today's show off with this update of the Texas and father-son duo who essentially killed a man over garbage.
Disgusting story.
Ridiculous story.
Yeah.
So father-son who killed the neighbor over trash are rearrested. They've been rearrested because if you don't remember,
Right.
their bond was set at $25,000.
That's right.
Which I guess the reason why they sometimes set bonds like that, and especially they would think for this couple, they probably thought they didn't have it.
Right.
And they were surprised.
We thought the same thing.
Me too.
Yeah.
So anyways, the father-son who killed their neighbor in a fight over trash have been rearrested after a judge increased their bond to $250,000.
Hey, there you go.
That makes more sense.
Now we're talking, baby.
Right? Yeah. So both John and Michael Miller's bonds were originally set at $25,000 each by Justice of the Peace. Then they bonded out immediately, which was, you would think, a concern to the community.
Yeah, just a little bit.
As these men had just shot somebody over garbage.
Over a dirty-ass mattress.
Right?
Yeah.
So when Howard, who was about 7 feet away, raised the baseball bat, John Miller fired 2 shots with his handgun, according to police. Howard then threw the bat at John Miller. Then Michael Miller then shot Howard, who was then armed with a shotgun.
Yeah.
So, of course, Howard eventually passed away at Hendrick Medical Center with a gunshot wound to the chest and a shotgun wound of the chest as well. So, I mean, what did you expect? I don't understand why. I mean, we were saying, and we just said moments ago, why the bail was set so low. Like, the wife of the husband who shot had video evidence of these two gentlemen. Well, sorry, not to call them gentlemen.
No.
Despicable human beings had footage of them killing her husband.
Yeah.
So you would think with that, they should just stay in jail and not be given the option of bail in the first place and such a low bail.
I think the judge tries to set a bail that they think would be
unattainable.
Yeah, unattainable. You know what I mean? Like if it's a celebrity, they have it quite high.
Right.
These guys are no celebrities.
No.
And I don't think they expect them to actually be able to post $25,000 bail. I mean, an average person might not be able to do something like that, right? So the bail, I don't think was off. I think is probably the right number.
Right.
They came out of nowhere with the cash. Don't know how. But the other part is that they sent him back to their home in the neighborhood where this incident happened. So to the neighbor that it happened to, it's like, are you guys serious? You're releasing them right back into the neighborhood where this just went down. They just shot somebody.
Right.
That in itself seems that's the part that's out there.
It doesn't make any sense.
No.
Yeah. At least send them somewhere else, or they cannot go back to the scene of the crime or a certain distance of their residence. I mean, to bring them to give them the option to go back home where they had just killed somebody, I don't know, days before, hours before, and to potentially, I mean, the wife could see them come back like that. That's the definition of like PTSD, if I were to say so.
Puts her in danger.
Yeah, puts her in danger.
How do you get, I mean, I don't understand how you're released on any kind of bail after you just killed somebody.
I don't get
Shouldn't
it,
you be
man.
held in county until your trial or whatever, until whatever? Like, that part I don't understand. Like, how are you just released back out? You just shot somebody. Yeah, 25 grand, sure. Even the 25 grand, that seems still insane.
Me too.
Like, it just makes no sense, man.
Sure. I want the like if I was a parent or if I was the wife to that, I would want to make sure that these people stay in jail.
Right.
So.
Okay. Alex brings up a good point here. They only need to post 10% bond.
Yes.
Cash. So with they
$2,500.
No, 5. So 10%. Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that's all they would have had to come up with. So it'd be $5,000 for each of them,
Right.
or $5,000 for total for both.
Oh,
of them
right.
To get out.
If
so it's probably $25,000 each.
Yes, it was.
So $5,000 are out. What a joke! What a joke!
Unbelievable.
I'm gonna go commit some murders, man.
Right?
I didn't know it was that easy.
It seems that way.
Oh, it's easy. Baby.
Up next, Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
In the news, he's finally been sentenced.
After a long wait, and your prediction.
Yeah, a couple. should we play this for the people?
You have it.
Yeah, I do.
All right. You made a little prediction.
So a couple months ago on our show, I made a prediction on
you did
what this man may be getting for a sentence. This is a couple months ago. I'm no clairvoyant.
Nope.
I'm not a Miss Cleo.
Nope.
By any means.
No. Nobody is.
Nobody is. But I mean, you may think different after this clip. So check it out. Oh, sorry. I got to put the. Well, yeah.
We ask that you please bear with us during these technical difficulties.
I apologize. Let me put the actual volume up.
There you go.
Yeah,
now we got her.
So goes to jail. Jail time reduced by a fair amount. By at least 20 years. I'm thinking they're going to give him max 10.
Boom! Look at that.
See?
You should have one of them called in, like they'll call in lines.
Yeah.
Where you with the psychic, you get to read the future.
That's what I'm saying.
Listen, the sentencing went down today for one man, Bill Cosby, sentenced to 3 to 10 years in state prison for drugging and molesting a woman at his suburban Philadelphia home. Judge Stephen O'Neill sentenced Cosby on Tuesday, which is today, 5 months after his conviction in the first celebrity trial of the Me Too era. So he's the first one, which I thought Weinstein would have been the first one, but Cosby, I guess, would have been before.
His one was before.
Yeah.
I remember it was years ago when it first, like the allegations first started kind of firing off, and I remember the first crazy moment. I believe I was in Ottawa or somewhere, and I just came out of my hotel room and it looked at the paper, and I just seen his face front center on the paper, and I looked down the hall and I just saw all the other papers in front of all the other hotel rooms. I was like, oh boy,
there it is. Well, prosecutors were seeking a sentence of 5 to 10 years, so it really wasn't far off. The defense asked for house arrest, which is what the hell? They went the completely other direction. They were like, nah, he can just stay at his home. Yeah, that's gonna happen. 81-year-old comedian did not make a statement in court, which a lot of people say may have affected. I mean, legally, you can't take someone's statement if they want to address the court into the legal proceedings as far as changing the sentence.
Right.
But some people say it might have a little bit. He never once showed remorse through the whole trial.
Stay quiet.
Because saying that would be admitting, guilty, being guilty. So he didn't choose to address the court at all over these last 2 days of sentencing, which he was given the option to. He decided not to. So he didn't address the court, like I said. Cosby sat back in his chair, his head on his headrest, as the sentence was read. The entertainer, once known, like I said, he was America's dad. The Huxtables.
Man.
Jello pudding.
Dude.
A front runner he pushed education. He was stand-up comedian, one of the best of all time to ever do it. Probably one of the longest running ones for sure ever to do it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I believe he was even doing some comedy tours.
He was?
While this kind of took a little quiet dip. Like, it was still there. The allegations were there. Yep. And I believe he went on a little mini tour. But then,
He did a little tour. And, I mean, like I said before, I saw him live. This was way back. Yeah. And he did well. I mean, he did good. He's a guy that can just get up there and just speak charismatically and be funny. Yeah. Just a naturally funny guy. Yeah. He's going to do 3 to 10. Now, we were just talking, like, usually in the situations, like, he could be out in 3 years. Yeah. Good behavior. I mean, what kind of behavior is he going to have in there? He's 81 years old. He's partially blind. He has medical conditions. He could be out in 3 years, back out. No, so a lot of women, because there was over 60 women that had come forward and accused him of sexual assault. They're celebrating today, but, that sentence seems low to me. Mm-hmm. I don't know. What do you think about it? What do you guys think? I mean, 3 years? I don't know, man. That seems really low.
Yeah. Do you think the 3 to 10 years cuts it? I mean, granted, he is 80. What, 81?
81 years old.
Does that play into the sentencing? Does that tug on your heartstrings, ladies and gentlemen? You're like, oh man, he's blind. He's 81. He's Bill Cosby. Do you really want this old man in jail?
Well, listen, he wasn't 81 when he.
Oh, I know.
Right?
I'm just trying to paint a picture.
For sure.
I'm just trying to give both sides.
Obviously, it does, because to receive that sentence, you're talking about drugging a woman, sexually assaulting her.
Yeah. And
like that's 3 years. I don't know.
And that's the thing. How would you feel as a parent of like your daughter, and like still being around, perhaps if there's by chance, and hearing that sentence?
Yeah,
I would be totally distraught, and it would be one of those court moments where you'd see me probably jumping after the guy.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Right.
For sure.
And I would probably end up getting sentenced a longer than he would be.
You'll get a longer. For sure, you would. He will be registered as a dangerous sex offender. So he will be on that list. Who the hell cares? Because by the time he gets out, if he's 84, 85, or whatever.
Anyway, good. Take that limp nap dick.
I did. I think they were, and this is the other thing too. I think they were hoping to avoid federal prison. I think that was the move, was to go. Well,
where else is he gonna go? Like, you're not gonna put him in a hard prison. He would get beat. And you know what? There's probably a lot of people who would be like, good for him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's well, for sure, man, for sure. So anyway, he will be going to state prison. So that's a real prison. He's not going to some camp.
Yeah. But I'm sure there'll be a little segregated area for him.
You know what, man? I can see him in there actually doing like a comedy show. Like, he'll just be friends with everybody. Like, they'll be like, like talent night. He'll be like the prison talent, like the inmate talent night. A night. He'll be up there doing his act. The poor man can't see anything. Like, he'll just be like, listen, you can't see in prison. You got a major problem.
He's gonna feel something.
Oh, he's gonna feel something.
Don't care.
Here's the sad
Someone's
part.
Gonna be like, guess what I did last night? I had sex with Bill Cosby.
You did? Wow.
Yeah. Let me tell you how it went down.
I drugged his ass.
Yeah.
For a change.
And me and the boys.
Yeah. We had a little pudding pop, baby. I thought that he would do something to himself before he got sentenced. I really thought that would happen.
You're still holding on to those chips.
Well, no, here's the problem, because, I mean, once you got sentenced, you're off to prison. He's gone.
Yeah.
He's not out in the public. He's going right to jail.
Well, that's never stopped anybody before.
No, and I mean, I don't know. I still don't think that's off the table.
No, I know. You're still holding on to those chips.
Yeah, I think I'm still I'm going down with the ship, people.
I like it.
Yeah. So, anyway, good prediction.
Yeah, thank you.
Bill Cosby. Bye-bye, Mr. Huxtable. Dr. Huxtable.
What a shame.
We've taken away your doctorate, man.
What a shame.
Yeah.
Well,
what is a shame?
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. Man.
The Shameless crew.
Yeah.
has joined us today once again. We appreciate and mad love for you guys. Let's see who's joined us today. We have Jeff in the house. Ali's in the house. Ben Nation, DJ Mutz.
Hey.
Richard, we got Jay. We got Trey Main. What up?
Hey.
Eddie, DJ Scorpio from Miami's in the house. Amber Marie. We got Lynn, Kathy. We got Irvin in the house as well. Richard. And we got Ray.
Hey.
And thank you guys for joining us once again.
Much appreciated. And halfway show reminder, tomorrow, we're switching it up. We're taking Talking Trends to the morning.
It's happening.
That's right. 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
You can have your cup of coffee and breakfast while you listen to these two goons talk about what's going on.
We may ruin your breakfast.
We may start your day off horribly.
I know.
But guess what? That's your choice.
It's a bit of a risk.
Yeah.
I don't want to start someone's day bad.
No, we're going to start it good. Tomorrow's going to be a good day.
I think this morning thing could be good.
I'm thinking so. We're going to be up, hopefully, attention.
Yeah. Well, we'll be good.
Yeah,
we'll have a coffee.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm excited to have like a coffee.
Me
in the
too,
morning.
and just have a little sip on it.
Yeah.
That's great.
We'll be like Regis and Kathy Lee back in the day.
Exactly.
But dirtier version.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We're not made for morning TV.
No.
That's why we did the evening.
We're doing morning internet.
And it's hump day, so there you go.
Oh, even better.
That'll be great.
Rounding for the second half of the show. This is a very interesting article. Mm-hmm. So, a teacher says she was fired for giving zeros to students who didn't turn in their work.
I like this teacher.
I mean, that's what happened to me when I went to school.
Yeah,
if I didn't turn in my work, I got a 0.
You know that's not the case today, brother.
It's a little weird now. So a teacher in Florida claims she was fired for refusing to give students partial credit for work that wasn't even handed in.
Okay.
Why am I going to give you partial credit
Yeah.
for you giving me nothing? Give me $20, Tony.
Okay.
Thank you.
Don't spend that all in one place now, Sonny.
Miss Tirado didn't get to say goodbye to her students physically, so she wrote a message on the whiteboard. And, of course, it says, "Bye, kids. Miss Tirado loves you and wishes you the best in life. I have been fired for refusing to give you 50% for not handing any of your work in."
And 50% too.
You're supposed to give 50%.
Come on. Is that considered a passing grade?
I don't know. I have
See?
no idea. So anyways, so of course she snapped a photo of it and shared it on Facebook, is what you see right now on your screens in front of you.
Yeah.
And then the messages from her 8th grade students started pouring in. I mean, you show me so much responsibility for my work and the things that I do. I hope you don't forget me. One student wrote, well, I mean, at least she had 1 or 2 good students, because, I mean, the rest of them apparently weren't handing in their work, and she was going to give them 0.
I mean, it can't all be good.
No. So she's been a teacher for more than 17 years. She said she gave her students 2 weeks to complete an Explorer's Notebook project. But she says some of them didn't turn it in.
You got 2 weeks, kids.
Right? So that's when she learned about the no zero grading policy, written in red in school's handbook, stating no zeros. Lowest possible grade is 50%. You do nothing, Tony, and here's something.
You know, where was that when I was in school, brother?
I don't know. It could have changed who you are today, though.
Exactly.
So she believes this is sending the wrong message. Her September 14th termination letter doesn't cite the specific reason, only stating she was contracted as a teacher on probationary period, and that's why she can be dismissed without cause. I hate that. It's happened to me. So her message on her classroom's whiteboard has been shared hundreds of times, with messages from other parents and teachers congratulating her for standing her ground.
There you go.
So ultimately, ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah.
of the Talking Trends community, what is this ultimately sending to our younger generation of students and humans?
Well, I don't know how long this has been going on. I know it's been going on for a while.
Yeah.
That you basically here anyway, you can't fail a student anymore. Apparently that's the deal. When I went to school, you had summer school. If you failed,
You're going to summer school.
you got to go to summer school.
Or
for like,
you're repeating the grade.
or you're going back to the grade. Trust me, I've been down that road, baby. It ain't pretty.
Did you repeat a grade?
I repeated 1 grade.
What grade was it? Can I ask?
I can't really talk about it. It was for reasons. Anyway, I don't want to get into it. I apologize to the police once again.
Oh, boy. I went to summer school once.
Yeah, I did summer school one time.
Yeah, and I was like, never again.
And it sucked.
I think it was for math.
I did math too.
Yeah.
I crushed it in summer school.
Dude, I was like, I'm never coming back here.
Yeah,
so I was like, you got my full
sucked.
attention.
Oh, it sucked so bad. But anyway, you can't fail kids nowadays, and I don't know when that started, which is ridiculous to me, right?
Yeah.
It's along the same thing here. You have to give a 50% grade, which is ludicrous. Like you said, you don't do the work, but you still get some of the grade. You get a passing grade? What are you talking about?
You go into the workforce.
Yeah. Oh,
with this notion. You get hired for a company that wants a report Monday.
Right.
Monday comes and you tell the boss, hey, I got nothing. And then it's like you requesting vacation time after you give them nothing. You let me know how that goes.
Yeah. We'll see if you got a job.
Yeah, so, I mean, again, I think this is just building up for bad habits, no responsibility. And, I mean, you're also letting another person who you may work with in the future carry the load more.
Right.
You know, you're kind of offsetting what your responsibilities are. And, I mean, you're hoping that another person picks them up. But I was also doing some research.
Yeah.
And one person was saying this is a way they get to boast about their high graduation rates and keep the gravy train of funds coming in from the government. So they'd be like, hey, listen, we have 95% of graduates graduating every year.
That makes more sense.
It's like, well, I mean, you're giving them credit when they're doing nothing. Everybody wins.
It makes no sense. Anyway,
yeah.
it's happening, and it's teaching kids bad. It's life lessons. It's not good. Life doesn't work that way.
No, it doesn't. And it's like, what if? I mean, there's students who may not have the best reading abilities or capabilities. What happens when they again try and enter the workforce you're not setting them up well. And again, this is our future. We're going to eventually, when we're old and gray, we're going to have to rely on this upcoming workforce of people.
That's scary.
It's very scary to think
A
about.
little scary. Yeah, a little scary.
So I welcome our robot counterparts hopefully coming to take over jobs.
Welcome our overlords.
Because the humans in this case are going to be unreliable.
It is what it is. It's been happening for a long time, and good on this teacher.
Yeah.
Sticking it to the man.
Stand your ground.
Stand your ground, woman.
I like it.
Yeah.
And rounding up today's show, another candidate for Mother of the Year. Apparently 5 of her kids have been tested positive for the yayo.
White gold, baby. Montgomery mother was arrested and charged Friday for exposing 5 children to illicit drugs.
Ah, yes.
Mother of the Year, people. 5 of Cordelia's children were exposed to and tested positive for the cocaine drug, according to court documents.
That's smack.
Scarface
My
would be
child's
very
child, that's
proud.
smack.
Take a little bump there, sister. She's 31 years old. She's been charged with 5 counts of chemical endangerment of a child. The victims include 4-year-old son, 7-year-old daughter, 9-year-old daughter, 12-year-old son, and 13-year-old son. So ages from 4 to 13. The exposure to controlled substance allegedly occurred between June and September of this year. MPD was contacted by DHR on September 6th in reference to the possible drug activity in the home. Following a joint investigation, they said, with DHR, warrants were secured against the mother. She was taken into custody by U.S. Marshals for fugitive task force on 21st and charged. So this just happened this week, of course.
Wow.
Chemical endangerment of a child is considered a felony under the state law. No shit.
I would hope so.
Though the crime is stratified into 3 classes, authorities have charged the mother with a Class C felony, which applies to a person who is knowingly, recklessly, or intentionally causes or permits a child to be exposed to ingest or inhale, or to have contact with a controlled chemical. O'Dare originally in custody on a $15,000 bond per count. Okay, so so that's not bad, actually.
Okay.
Judge Jimmy Poole on Monday have the amount, cut it in half, reducing the bond down to $7,500 per count. So she got 3 counts, 5 counts against her, of course.
So like over $30,000, but
Yeah.
then 10% of that would be like $3,000.
Right.
We'll say max $5,000.
Well, this is reducing the bond.
Right.
So I think, right? I think the bond is the percentage, or is it the percent? No, percentage of the bond. You're right.
Yes.
So yeah, I mean it's not.
We'll highball it to $5,000.
Yeah.
For all the charges.
So she could get out. Obviously, all the children are no longer with her for obvious reasons.
How are you getting the kids high off the cocaine?
I mean, it doesn't go into those details.
The
I mean,
old
obviously,
nose candy.
she is a user, and obviously has it recklessly wherever it may be. And
The old tooted and booted.
it's sad. What a sad situation. Especially a 4-year-old.
I mean,
Come on.
how long has this been going on with the other kids? You know, I mean, she has 5 kids.
Yeah, 5
and
kids.
There's no way. I mean, I like to give her benefit of the doubt, but I'm sure her other kids who were older probably were like around this when they were growing up.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it happens generation after generation in these situations. Unfortunately, a Class B chemical endangerment charge would have leveled. If a child suffers serious physical injury, a death of a child would have resulted in a Class A felony. So this is a Class C. So the kids are okay. That's good. And hopefully they're out of her grasp and onto some better things, a better home environment.
Hopefully.
Let's hope so.
Because I know that foster care system can be a biatch in itself. And hopefully, they're placed with other family relatives that are more stable.
Let's hope so.
And not strangers who are just as unstable as this person.
Well, yeah, I don't think you get much more unstable than someone like this.
You'd be surprised.
Sally. Yeah, you're looking at one.
Yeah.
She says them kids must be bouncing off the walls. They usually bounce off the walls with sugar.
Yeah.
Imagine giving them a little bump of the white stuff. Yeah. Send them out to do some lawn work.
Yeah, seriously.
Shit would be done real fast.
Yeah, especially with 5 kids.
Right? And then you get them addicted, and then you can get... No, anyway.
Yeah.
We're going down a bad slope here, people.
Very bad.
Speaking of bad slopes, NFL last night.
Oh, yeah.
I think you said Tampa Bay would win. I think I did too.
We both did.
I think we both were on the
And
same
then
boat.
I was wrong on I think I said like 45 and under, perhaps.
I think I said by 20 points. Something stupid.
Yeah.
Anyways, a good game.
Well, at halftime, it almost looked like, Pittsburgh was beating them by like 20.
Yeah, they were on the road, and then something happened to Ryan Fitzpatrick. He pulled it out. He got close, but he didn't actually quite win. Pittsburgh took it 30-27 over Tampa Bay, but a good game.
Yeah.
Really good game.
Yeah. You showed me that stiff arm.
Very good. You got to go back, guys, just to watch go watch the highlights of that stiff arm. Probably the stiff arm of the year.
Easily.
I haven't seen anything like that in a while.
Yeah.
Not since Marshawn Lynch back in the Seattle days.
Yeah.
Man. Beast mode. Anyway.
And finally, that's generally today's show. But one last announcement.
Yes.
For those who don't know, myself and Tony have started the Turkey Drive. It's live in effect. I posted it this morning around 10 a.m.
Yeah.
So if you have me on Facebook, search the GoFundMe link, make a donation. We're collecting some money to help those needy families around Thanksgiving.
Yeah. They be hungry too.
Yes.
They got to eat.
So we're trying to do as much as we can for the community that supports us, and we would like to support back when we can, of course.
Anything will help, people. Anything will help.
Yes. So again, follow us either on Facebook or YouTube, and follow the links to the GoFundMe. If you can spare a little change, or even like or share, that's good enough.
Yeah.
So.
And yeah, that'll be good.
And that'll be good. And then, of course, tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, we would love to see you. Not at 5 o'clock, because we have things to do around 5 o'clock tomorrow and Thursday.
We be busy.
So we're going to be doing the show at 10 a.m. Atlantic.
Yeah.
We would love to see you.
I mean,
bright and early.
Even if you're at work, you can
plug the headphones in.
Plug the little headphones in. Just work away.
Yeah. Have us on a little side screen.
Just a little something.
It's all good.
And if you're unemployed, hey, crank it up.
Yeah.
It works for all people.
Exactly.
So we'll have our coffee here ready to go.
Yes. Got your Big Daddy cup.
Yeah, I forgot I got to bring that down here. Oh, my Big Daddy. Which cup did I have? Oh, the dog one.
Yeah, it was the dog one before.
I'm going to bring the Big Daddy.
Yeah, I need
one.
Big Daddy back down here.
We're going to need it tomorrow morning. Let's see how it goes with the morning show.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
We're not really morning show people, maybe. Maybe we are.
Maybe it's
We've been playing this all wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, I like it. It could be good.
It could be good. And, of course, we would love to see you guys tune in if you can, of course.
Yeah.
If not, we appreciate you when you can tune in.
Yeah, watch it after.
Yeah, you can get the afterburn. But if not, we'll definitely see you at some point.
At some juncture in life, we will see you. So tomorrow morning, join us, 10 a.m. We're going to do it?
Yes.
10? So 10 a.m., guys, we'll see you then. We thank you for joining us today. Have a good evening. Have some fun.
Yes.
And we'll see you then. Bring your coffee tomorrow.
We out.
Peace.